half of the US population makes less than $38,000 per year. A person living on this age cannot afford to buy a house, cannot save enough for their retirement, and have to undergo constant financial stress throughout their life. On the other hand, tech workers on average make $110,000 per year. If you are stuck in a low-paid job, let's explore in this video how you can transition into tech career even without a college degree and no prior experience. Inflation has been on the rise for the last couple of years, and wages have just not been catching up with that, resulting in a lot of people staying behind on their financial commitments and paying their bills. If you are one of those 170 million Americans who are making less than $38,000 per year, given the current inflationary situation, it is almost impossible for you to have a good quality of life and chase the American dream. If you want to have a life where you can afford the basic amenities of life, like buying a decent home, healthcare services, taking care of your debts, have enough financial security for you and your family, and enjoy an overall better quality of life, then your current salary is definitely not going to cut it. And you'll have to level up your skill set so that you can get a better job. One way to level up your skill set is to change your profession and get into tech career. And the reason I recommend tech career is that it is one of the best paid professions. It is one of the very few white-collar jobs which do not require a degree. And anyone can learn it from the comfort of their homes by learning part-time. And not only tech offers one of the highest paid jobs, the job satisfaction rate in tech is also one of the highest. So by transitioning into tech career from your currently underpaid job, you can significantly improve the quality of your life and that of your loved ones. If you look on the internet, there are literally thousands of people who are getting into tech by learning part-time each and every year. YouTube is filled with stories of people who are having a low-paid blue-collar job and transition into tech careers and start making six-figure incomes. Similarly, if you look at Tech Bootcamp's website, there are hundreds of tech bootcamps out there, graduating about 60,000 new people into the tech industry every year. 80% of them get their first job within the 12 months of graduating from these tech bootcamps. And the tech industry, it is growing at such a phenomenal pace that it is absorbing all those new coming people and still has a big unmet demand which is growing every year. So if you want to get into tech, there are many companies hiring for tech roles. So the question arises that how you can get into a tech career with no college degree, no prior experience of any sort. The answer lies in a two-step process. First, you have to figure out what job category within the tech industry you will be developing your expertise in. And second, once you have figured out the what, how you are going to develop that expertise. So first, let's address the what question. If you are not very familiar with the tech landscape, then you might think that tech is a single job category, but actually it's not. It is almost as diverse as medical field. Within medical field, there are different job categories. For example, pharmacist, physical therapist, dentist, neurosurgeons, you name it. Similarly, in the tech industry, there are many job categories. There are web developers, there are DevOps engineers, there are ML engineers, and there are just so many other job categories. So once you decide you want to get into tech, you have to figure out which of these job categories you will be learning. And once you have figured out the what piece, then the second question is how you are going to learn it. And for that, there are mainly three paths. One, you find a good bootcamp. There are many tech bootcamps out there costing from $500 all the way to $20,000. It is one of the most well-established way to transition into tech, but it comes with a hefty price tag. The second option is that of certifications. With each passing year, more and more reputable organizations like Google, Amazon are offering some very good highly reputable certifications. So if you are on a learning path which has some certifications, do leverage them. They are not as expensive as boot camps, but provide you some very good learning path as well as some very credible credentials on your resume. And the third option is that of self-learning, that you decide on what books, what online courses, what YouTube videos you have to go through, and then you build some projects to solidify that understanding. But if you are brand new to IT, I would not recommend that path of self-learning. So either go for tech boot camps or stick with some certifications. I know it's a lot of information and a lot to unpack there, especially if you are brand new to the IT industry. I have created this separate video, the link should be somewhere here, in which I have explored in a little bit more detail that how someone like you who has no prior background in IT and has no college degree, what are the exact steps you can take to get your first tech job. Please click on the link here. I'm sure you'll like it. Thank you so much.